The night was quiet on the edge of Montana's open plains, except for the whisper of the wind brushing through the grass and the distant howl of a coyote. Inside his small but sturdy ranch house, Jack Turner, a weathered man in his 40s with tired blue eyes, was cleaning his saddle, the smell of leather and smoke lingering in the air. He'd spent the last 10 years alone, ever since his wife passed away in a car accident. The world had gone quiet for him since then, just horses, dust, and the long stretch of horizon. Then came the knock. Soft at first, almost hesitant. Then again, urgent, trembling. Jack frowned, wiping his hands on a rag as he walked to the door. When he opened it, a little girl, no older than 7, stood shivering on his porch. Her hair was tangled, her dress torn, her tiny hands clutching a ragged teddy bear. "Sir, please," she stammered, her voice breaking. They beat my mama. She's dying." Jack froze. "What did you just say?" "She's hurt real bad," the girl cried, tears streaking through the dirt on her cheeks. "I tried to stop them, but they just laughed." Without another word, Jack grabbed his coat and flashlight, scooped the girl into his truck, and sped off into the night. They drove down the dirt road, the headlights slicing through the darkness. The girl, her name was Lily, guided him toward an old trailer parked miles from town. Jack's gut tightened as he pulled up. The place looked abandoned, the door hanging off its hinges, windows cracked. Inside, he found a woman sprawled on the floor, bruised, bloodied, barely breathing. Jack knelt beside her. "Ma'am, can you hear me?" She groaned faintly. Lily ran to her side, clutching her mother's hand. "Mama, please don't go." Jack didn't waste another second. He wrapped her in his flannel jacket, carried her to his truck, and raced toward the nearest hospital, 30 miles away. By the time they arrived, the woman was unconscious. Jack burst through the emergency doors yelling for help. Nurses rushed her away, and Lily clung to Jack's sleeve like he was the only safe thing left in the world. When the doctor finally came out, his face was grim. "She's in critical condition, but you got her here just in time. Another hour, and she wouldn't have made it." Lily buried her face in Jack's chest and cried. Jack, who hadn't held anyone in years, felt something in his chest crack open again. The next morning, the sheriff came by. Turns out, Lily's mother, Sarah, had been trying to leave an abusive boyfriend who ran with a small gang. They'd found out and tried to teach her a lesson. She'd barely escaped. Jack offered to keep Lily at the ranch until Sarah recovered. "You'll be safe there," he told the sheriff. "Ain't much company but a few horses and a stubborn old man, but we'll manage." Lily smiled weakly. It was the first time she'd smiled all night. Days turned into weeks. Lily followed Jack everywhere, feeding the horses, helping gather eggs, asking endless questions about the stars and the cattle. Slowly, laughter returned to that lonely ranch. Jack built her a small room, painted it sky blue, and even taught her how to ride a pony. Every night, she'd pray for her mama's recovery, and Jack would listen quietly from the hallway, his heart softening more each day. When Sarah finally woke up, the first thing she asked for was her daughter. Jack brought Lily to the hospital. The moment Sarah saw her, tears flowed freely. "You saved me, sweetheart," she whispered. "You found an angel." Sarah looked at Jack. "I don't know how to thank you." Jack shook his head. "You don't owe me a thing. Just start fresh. Both of you." Months later, Sarah and Lily moved into a small cabin on the edge of Jack's land. Jack helped fix the roof, taught Sarah to ride, and before long, the ranch was alive with warmth and laughter again. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, Lily ran to Jack holding a wildflower. "Mama says you're our hero," she said. Jack knelt and took the flower, smiling softly. "No, kiddo. I just did what anyone should have done." Lily grinned. "But nobody else did." That night, Jack sat on his porch, looking at the stars. For the first time in a decade, he didn't feel alone. The ranch wasn't just land and silence anymore, it was home again. And somewhere deep inside, he realized something simple yet profound: kindness doesn't just save others, it saves you too.